We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. The Labor Department found that some workplaces in the country do not have safety officers and committees. Under the law, workplaces are required to have an occupational safety and health committee to ensure safety and health among employees. Occupational Safety and Health Center Executive Director Noel says the committee should consist of an employer or company representative as chairperson and a safety officer as secretary. Its members must also be a safety officer, physician, and representatives of unions if applicable. This comes following last week's crash of an elevator in Makati City that killed 2 employees during repair works, and Monday's collapse of a wall in Tagaytay City that killed at least 6 construction workers.
Ang nakalagay po sa ating batas sa Republic Act 11058 na dapat ang employer, ang may-ari ng kumpanya, ay sinisiguro po niya na ang kanila pong workplaces ay ligtas ang ating mga manggagawa at hindi po sila na-expose po sa mga hazards na maaari po magbigay ng sakit at magdudulot po ng injuries. Maaari po kayong ma-fine po ng administrative fine na ang range po niya minimum of 20,000 to maximum of 100,000 per day for non-compliance po sa ating mga requirements sa occupational safety and health.
Australian Ambassador to the Philippines, Stephen Robinson, paid a visit to Vice President Sara Duterte this morning. The meeting of Duterte and Robinson took place at the Department of Education's central office in Pasig City. In a Facebook post, Duterte and Robinson shared educational programs enforced by the Australian government. Duterte, who also sits as Education Secretary, also presented the agency's program to improve the quality of education in the country. The meeting comes a day after the department announced that school year 2022 to 2023 will start on August 22nd with mandatory face-to-face classes set in November. About 15,000 police, military, and other security personnel will be deployed to maintain peace and order as President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. delivers his first State of the Nation address on July 25. This came after National Capital Region Police Office Director, Police Major General Felipe Natividad presented his security plan to Interior Secretary Benjamin Abalos Jr. last week. PNP spokesperson Police Colonel Jean Fajardo said the preparations include holding negotiations with militant groups planning to hold rallies that day. Just like during the president's inauguration, rallies will be allowed only in freedom parks and areas that are given permits by local government units. Police are also expected to provide security for protesters in these areas. Relief and road clearing efforts are ongoing in Banaue, Ifugao as heavy monsoon rains triggered flash floods and mudslides in the area. The Philippine Army regular and reserve units continue to clear landslide-hit roads as they help local government workers in distributing aid to families affected by heavy rains. Clearing efforts on key roads blocked by landslides have started since Saturday. Meanwhile, the 54th Infantry Battalion personnel worked hand-in-hand with reservists to distribute food packs to families affected by the landslides and heavy rains in Barangay Tam-an. Philippine Army Chief Lieutenant General Romeo Bronner Jr. earlier committed to beefing up the Army's reserve component that plays a crucial role in saving lives in times of natural calamities. More residents in Lanao del Norte who are suffering from kidney failure and diseases need not go to nearby areas for their dialysis session. This as the provincial government opens a new dialysis center in their area. The details from Lou Antonio of the Philippine Information Agency.
Less fortunate and indigent patients suffering from kidney failure and diseases in Lanao del Norte province can now undergo their hemodialysis sessions at the newly opened Hemodialysis Center located in Kapatagan Provincial Hospital. The facility houses equipment from the Department of Health Region 10, which include 10 hemodialysis machines with automated chairs, double pulse reverse osmosis system, cardiac monitor, dialyzer filter, and others.
We are now here in our newly opened hemodialysis building. The building is funded by the provincial government of Lanao del Norte, and we are very lucky and blessed. And I would like to thank DOH-10 for including us in this package.
When fully functioning, the Hemodialysis Center will operate for 2 sessions per day. The facility also complements the services of the Hemodialysis Center in Lanao del Norte Provincial Hospital located in Banaue Town. For the PNA Newsroom, Lou Antonio of the PIA Iligan City and Lanao del Norte.
And that's the latest from the PNA Newsroom. Stay tuned for more updates on the biggest stories throughout the day. I am William Theo. Good day.